good morning. Good day to good people. How you guys doing out there? I was reading what is quickly becoming one of my favorite books, which is Outwitting the Devil by Outwitting the Devil. Is this one? I think this one by Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill got a bunch of different annotations by, I guess, Sharon Fletcher in it. But I was reading that book, and it had me reflecting on prayer and what prayer meant to me, like as a more religious man back when I was more that way, and what prayer means to me now. You know, one of my favorite quotes was by Fredrick Douglass, and he said I think it says something along, I'd have to look it up. Maybe I'll pop it up on the screen if I get a chance to put it in there. Something along the lines of, I spent all my life praying on my knees, but I didn't start seeing results until I started praying with my feet. And that's how I live my life according to prayer now. So when I pray for things, I tend to get what I prayed for now, because I learned that it's a walk and talk kind of thing. It's not a hope and wish kind of thing. Well, let me share with you this excerpt from this particular book. If you have this version, it's on page 48, and it starting from the top. Nothing within reason is impossible to the man who knows and relies upon his self. Relies upon his other self. Whatever man believes to be true has a way of becoming true. And you see, it all goes off of your belief. You know, a lot of times we don't see it that way. You know, we'll believe things, and they wind up making us. It winds up making us a certain way. You know, we'll have a lot of limiting beliefs, self-doubt. What's the other word I'm looking for? We'll be self-conscious in a bad way, and those things will lead us to the results and the outcomes that we get on a regular basis. It goes on to say, a prayer is released thought, sometimes expressed in audible words, and at other times expressed silently. I have observed by experience that a silent prayer is as efficacious as the one which is expressed in words. I have observed that one state of mind is the determining factor when prayer works, as well as when it doesn't work. It's coming out of Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, and that's the bottom part of that particular excerpt is what I've been working on more recently in my life, is, you know, wholehearted belief in everything that I say and do. So any prayer that I let out into this world, anything that I release into the ethos, I believe 1,000% that is possible. A lot of times my wife, you know, she likes to do a prayer first thing in the morning, and she'll do a standard prayer, and then she'll go around and she'll ask everybody what they pray for, or what they're asking God for, what they want to communicate to God about. And then my kids, they'll all go around and they'll say for family, they're praying for family this or for family that, or whatever it may be. You know, any of those things, I'm all for all of that. But when it comes to me, I always pray, or a lot of times I'll say $100 million. And then everyone will look at me like, really, $100 million? But I'm not flinching when I say that, because in my mind, it's a small request. It's not something that's beyond the reach of someone that I will pray to as God. If God is really supposed to be the ruler of this domain, then when I say I want $100 million, I think that it's a very simple request, and I think it's a very doable request. I don't think that it's something that's beyond the realm of God, or even vain for asking. It's no different than my kid asking me, "Hey Dad, can I get the new Pokemon game? Can I get a Naruto t-shirt?" It's no different, because I easily have that ability to walk out and go get that. I can go do that. I can go do that within 10 minutes. I can order it off Amazon in 10 minutes. And the God that I believe in can do the same. If he wanted to rain manna down, he can rain manna down right now. Same thing with money, same thing with anything else. But you know, people will look at it a certain way because you said, oh, this grand amount of money or something like that. But it's not like that at all for God. If he want to give it to you, it's going to be yours. Simple as that. He'll drop the idea in your brain 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later. He'll tell you what to do. But you know, our prayers, we just have to believe. We have to believe in everything we do and actually believe. It's not a hope. It's not a wish. This is not magic. It's not a hope. It's not wish. It's not a wish. It's not magic. It's none of those things. All it is universal law. What goes up must come down. It's as simple as that. When you put seeds into the ground and you tend to them the way that you're supposed to, they have no choice but to bear fruit. A lot of times, most of the things that we grow, they grow wild everywhere else because it ain't no choice. It's not a choice. It's law. God wrote the code that way. So that's all you have to do. And you know, if you take anything from this, I'd like for you to comment, like, subscribe, leave me a message. I'd like to communicate with you. And also, go be great.